Let's talk about your 2026. You want a better life, right? More money, better health, clearer mind, stronger relationships. You've probably already thought about what you want to change this year. But here's the uncomfortable truth most people avoid. If nothing changed from this moment forward, same routines, same thinking, same daily choices, would you be proud of where you'd be by the end of 2026? Because here's what happens. People chase the exciting habits, the viral morning routines, the dramatic transformations, the sudden breakthroughs. They want the highlight reel, the before and after photo, the big promotion, the life that looks impressive on the outside. But none of that lasts. You know what does? The boring stuff. The habits that feel so simple they seem like they shouldn't matter. The things that don't give you an adrenaline rush or instant dopamine hit. This video isn't about hacks. It's not about motivation. It's about the 10 boring habits that actually work, the ones that will quietly rebuild your entire life if you just keep showing up. Your 2026 self is watching, and they're hoping you don't quit on the boring work. Habit 1. Wake up at the same time. Every single day. Not just on work days, not most days, every day. Weekends included. Here's why this matters. Your brain loves rhythm. When you wake up at random times, 6 a.m. one day, 9 a.m. the next, noon on Saturday, you're forcing your nervous system to recalibrate constantly. You're creating internal chaos. But when you wake up at the same time, something shifts. Your body starts preparing for it. Your cortisol rises naturally. Your energy stabilizes. Discipline stops being something you have to force. It becomes automatic. You're not fighting yourself anymore. You're working with your biology. And let me be clear, the mornings are hard. Nobody wakes up feeling like a superhero, but comfort is the enemy of growth. You don't build a reliable life by doing what feels easy in the moment. You build it by training your body to trust the pattern. Consistency over intensity, always. Habit 2. Plan for tomorrow in 5 minutes. Every night, before bed, take 5 minutes. That's it, 5 minutes. And here's what you do. Pick 3 things. 3 important things you need to get done tomorrow. Not 10. Not a giant to-do list that overwhelms you before the day even starts. 3. Because here's what happens when you don't do this. You wake up and immediately enter decision mode. What should I do first? What's urgent? What's important? Your brain is burning energy before you've even had coffee, and by 10 a.m. you're already exhausted. But when you plan the night before, you wake up with direction. You move with purpose instead of confusion. You're not reacting to the day, you're leading it. And that 5-minute habit, it compounds. Every single morning, you get back an hour of mental clarity because you're not scrambling, you're executing. Success stops feeling like a fight and starts feeling like a process. Habit 3. Daily silent walking. No podcasts, no music, no scrolling through your phone. Just you and the walk. Most people treat walking like it's downtime, a chance to consume more content, listen to another self-help podcast, check their notifications. But that's not a reset. That's just noise in motion. Silent walking is a mental reset. It's when your brain finally gets space to process thoughts, connect dots, and work through problems you've been avoiding. You don't need to walk for an hour. 15 minutes is enough. But those 15 minutes, they're non-negotiable. Because here's the truth. Your brain is overstimulated. It's drowning in input. And when you never give it silence, you never give it a chance to think clearly. This habit isn't about fitness. It's about clarity. It's about giving yourself permission to just be without distraction. And when you do that consistently, you'll notice something. The answers you've been searching for start showing up, not because you forced them, but because you finally gave your mind room to breathe. Habit 4. Eating the same simple meals. I know, this one sounds painfully boring, but here's the thing. Repetition beats perfection. When you eat the same simple meals, especially breakfast and lunch, you eliminate decision fatigue. You're not standing in front of the fridge at 7 a.m. wondering what to eat. You're not Googling healthy lunch ideas every single day.
You just eat. Simple, consistent, done. And before you say, but I'll get bored, no, you won't. Because eating isn't entertainment, it's fuel. You're not trying to impress anyone with your meal creativity. You're trying to build a body and brain that function at a high level. Pick 3 to 5 meals that work for you, meals that make you feel good, that align with your goals, then rotate them. That's it. Because the people who are lean, energized, and consistent aren't meal prepping 7 gourmet dishes every week. They're eating the same grilled chicken and vegetables on repeat, and they're fine with it. Boring wins every time. Habit 6. Saving before spending. This isn't just about money. This is about training patience and delayed gratification. Every time you get paid, save first. Before the bills, before the fun stuff, before anything. Even if it's $50, even if it's $20, it doesn't matter. The amount isn't the point. The pattern is. Because when you save before you spend, you're sending a message to yourself. My future matters more than my impulses. And over time, that message rewires you. You stop living paycheck to paycheck, not just financially, but mentally. You start thinking in terms of freedom instead of instant comfort. You're not just building a bank account, you're building self-control. You're building trust with yourself. You're building options. And options, that's real wealth. That's the difference between feeling trapped and feeling free. Your future is being built right now. Every dollar you save is a vote for the life you say you want. Habit 7. Reading 10 pages a day. Not 50 pages, not an entire book in one sitting, just 10. 10 pages a day is 12 to 15 books a year. Let that sink in. Most people read 0 books a year, but you are reading a book a month, every month, for the rest of your life. And the beautiful part is, 10 pages doesn't feel hard. It doesn't require motivation. You can do it on your lunch break, before bed, on the train. The pressure is gone. The excuses vanish because it's just 10 pages. But the cumulative effect? Massive. You're absorbing new ideas. You're expanding your thinking. You're learning from people who spent years mastering something and distilled it into a book you can read in a week. And over time, you'll notice. You see patterns others miss. You make connections faster. You think differently. Not because you're smarter, because you're consistently feeding your mind with quality input instead of junk. 10 pages, every single day. No exceptions. Habit 8. Keeping promises to yourself. Here's a question. How many promises have you broken to yourself this week? I'll go to the gym tomorrow. You didn't. I'll start that project tonight. You scrolled instead. I'll wake up early. You hit snooze. And you think it doesn't matter because no one else knows, but you know. And every time you break a promise to yourself, you're destroying self-trust. You're teaching yourself that your word means nothing, that you can't rely on you. But when you keep small promises, when you say you'll do 10 push-ups and you actually do them, when you say you'll read 10 pages and you follow through, you're building a reliable identity. You're becoming someone who does what they say they'll do. And that's not a small thing. That's everything. Because success isn't about making huge promises and failing. It's about making small promises and keeping them over and over until keeping promises becomes who you are. Your integrity with yourself is the foundation of everything else. Weekly reflection. Most people live on autopilot. Same patterns, same mistakes, same results, year after year. But once a week, every Sunday, every Friday, whatever works for you, you sit down for 15 minutes and answer 3 questions. What worked this week? What didn't work? What needs to change? That's it. 3 questions, 15 minutes. And what happens when you do this? You stop repeating the same mistakes. You see patterns. You catch yourself before you spiral. You course correct in real time instead of waking up 6 months later wondering where the time went. This isn't about journaling your feelings. This is about auditing your life, about treating yourself like a project that deserves attention and optimization. Because if you never look back, you'll never move forward intentionally. You'll just drift. And drifting doesn't build the life you want. Stop living on autopilot. Start reflecting on purpose. Habit 9. Limiting access to you. Your environment shapes you more than motivation ever will. And by environment, I mean who you allow into your space, your time, your energy. Because here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Some people in your life are anchors. They're not bad people, but they're pulling you down. They're keeping you stuck. They're reinforcing the old version of you that you're trying to outgrow. And if you don't protect your focus, your time, your attention, you will not change. Limiting access to you isn't about being rude. It's about being intentional. It's about saying no to distractions, drama, and people who drain you so you can say yes to the work that matters. Your 2026 self isn't shaped by how many people you please. It's shaped by how fiercely you protect your focus. Who you allow into your space shapes your future more than motivation ever could. Habit 10. Doing one hard thing every day. This is the most life-changing habit on this list. Every single day, you do one thing you don't want to do, one thing that's hard, one thing you'd rather avoid. Send that message you've been putting off. Do the workout when you're tired. Have the uncomfortable conversation. Work on the project that scares you. It doesn't have to be huge, but it has to be hard for you. Because every time you do the hard thing, you're building something deeper than discipline. You're building resilience. You're building a quiet inner strength that doesn't need motivation or perfect conditions. You're teaching yourself, I can do hard things. I don't quit when it's uncomfortable. In that lesson, that's the foundation of every meaningful change you'll ever make. Not the motivation, not the inspiration, the willingness to do what's hard when no one is watching. That's where transformation lives. The psychological why. Here's what's really happening when you do these boring habits. You're rewiring your identity. Because identity always comes before results. You don't get the result and then become the person. You become the person first, and the results follow. Every boring action you take is a vote for a new self-image. Every time you wake up on time, save before spending, keep a promise to yourself, you're casting a vote. And over time, those votes add up. Your brain notices. It says, oh, we're the kind of person who keeps promises now. We're the kind of person who shows up. And that's when everything changes. Not because you're white-knuckling your way through life, but because your actions match your identity. Neuroscience calls it neuroplasticity, but you can just call it becoming who you need to be. Your 2026 self is watching, and they're hoping you don't quit on the boring work. Conclusion. So here's the call. You don't need to do all 10 habits tomorrow. That's not the point. Pick one, just one. Maybe it's waking up at the same time. Maybe it's planning your next day in 5 minutes. Maybe it's doing one hard thing. But pick one and start today. Not next Monday, not when you feel ready. Because ready doesn't come first. Action does. Comment the number of the habit you're starting below. Make it public. Make yourself accountable. Your 2026 self is counting on you. Don't let them down.